Okay. I'm Nathan Agnew, past exalted ruler, Bates County Lodge 2653. We're going to go ahead and start our flag ceremony. Under the flag, its history. Heraldry is as old as the human race. The carrying of banners has been custom among all the people in all ages. These banners usually contain some type of concept of life, of government, of those who fashioned them. The evolution of the American flag marks the progression of the government of the American people. From the landing of the Pilgrims of 1620 until 1775, the flag of England was the flag of peoples of America. In 1775, the pine tree flag was adopted for all colonial vessels, and this was the banner carried by the Continental forces in the Battle of Bunker Hill. The southern colonies from 1776 to 1777 used the snake flag. In the latter part of 1775, the Continental Congress appointed a committee to consider the question of a single flag for 13 colonies. That committee recommended a design of 13 alternate stripes of red and white, with an azure field in the upper corner bearing the red cross of St. George and the white cross of St. Andrew. John Paul Jones, the senior lieutenant of the flagship Alfred, hoisted this flag to the masthead December 3rd, 1775, and 1 month later, it was raised over the headquarters of General Washington at Cambridge, Massachusetts, in compliment, as he wrote, to the United Colonies. This flag, called the Continental Colors in the Grand Union, was never carried in the field in the Continental Land Forces, but was used by the Navy as its exclusive ensign and was the first American flag to receive a salute of honor, a salute of 11 guns from the Fort of Orange in the Dutch West of Indies. In response to a general demand for a banner more representative of our country, the Congress on June 4, 1777 provided that the flag of the United States be 13 stripes of altering red and white, and that the Union be 13 stars, white on a blue field, representing a new constellation. It was generally believed that in May or June of 1776, a committee consisting of George Washington, Robert Morris, and George Ross commissioned Betsy Ross, a Philadelphia Quakeress, to make a flag from a rough design they left with her. It is said that she suggested that the stars should have 5 points rather than 6. The starry banner was first flown at Fort Stanwix, called Fort Schuyler at the time, near the city of Rome, New York, on August 3, 1777. It was under fire for 3 days at the Battle of Oriskany, August 6, 1777, during a British and Indian attack. The first official salute to the Stars and Stripes was given on February 14, 1778, by France on the French coast, when the Ranger, under the command of John Paul Jones, was selected by the French fleet. This flag, then carried by the Ranger, was made by the young women of the Portsmouth, New Hampshire, from stripes of the best colored silk dresses and the white wedding gown of a recent bride. It is said that this same Ranger's flag was flown by the Jones ship, the Bonhomme Richard, its thrilling fight by moonlight upon the high seas with the British frigate Serapis. When the Serapis struck her colors, the immortal fame of the John Paul Jones was ensured as the intrepid defender of youthful republic. The original 13 Stars and Stripes represented the original colonies. In 1795, 2 additional Stars and Stripes were added to represent admission to the Union of Vermont and Kentucky. Under this banner of 15 Stars and Stripes was fought the War of 1812. It was the sight of it flying over Fort McHenry on September 14, 1814, that inspired Francis Scott Key to write what was to become our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Miss Margaret Young, who cut the stars for the particular banner, was the mother of Henry Sanderson, the Grand Exalted Ruler of the Order of the Elks in 1884. The Congress on April 14, 1818, adopted a resolution that on and after July 4th, 1818, the number of stripes should be 13, and that the blue field should carry 1 star for each of the 20 states in the Union, that a new star should be added for each state thereafter admitted. Since 1918, there has been no change in the flag design except that 28 new stars were added before July 4th, 1912. And this flag of 48 stars flew over this nation for 47 years, until just before the Vietnam War. On July 4th, 1959, a star was added for Alaska, our first non-connected state, and a year later Hawaii. Our island state added a 50th star. Our present flag 50th Stars and 13 Stripes. At this time, the flag ceremony is concluded, and I would like to introduce the Mayor of Butler, Don Malin.
Thank you, Nathan. As the Mayor of Butler, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here today. I consider it an honor and a privilege to be here. We'd like to congratulate the Bates County Elk Lodge on a job well done. They've done a fantastic job. Good to see everyone here. Nice crowd. Good day, good weather. Good Lord is looking down on us today for sure. We're proud to have this wonderful tribute to our Bates County veterans, and I want to thank you for coming to this dedication. And many thanks to all those who made this possible. There's a lot of people involved in this, I'm sure, and I want to extend a good thank you and a big shout out to everyone involved. I'd also like to say thanks to each and every veteran that was here today, and thanks for your service to our country. I'd like to leave you with a quote from Ronald Reagan, who always inspires me. These words and wisdom came from him, and I think it's very appropriate to say these today. Reagan said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. If we didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream, it must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same." Thanks for having me. Have a good day.
I'd like to take this time to introduce the presiding commissioner, Donna Gregory.
Well, good morning, and on behalf of the county, I would just like to take this opportunity to say that I also consider it a great honor to be here today among our veterans and others that are present, and just to say a few words. I realize a lot of time and preparation has gone into making this special day, and there have been many dedicated people that have been involved in this project, which began several years ago. I would just like to also thank the Bates County, the Butler Elks Lodge, for taking on this project and for all their vision and fundraising efforts. And I know there have been a lot of other individuals that have played a big part in making this day today, and which to dedicate this Veterans Marker, which pays honor and tribute to those who have served our great country. And I want to just personally thank all of our veterans in attendance today for their sacrifice and service. And I would just like, if you are a veteran, would you just raise your hand, please, so we can see how many veterans we have here. And I just think they all deserve a big round of applause. Thank you. Well, I also believe it is very fitting that today's event fell on June 14th, Flag Day, which commemorates the adoption of the flag of the United States, which occurred June 14th, 1777, by resolution of the Second Continental Congress, like I say, 237 years ago today. So may today, June 14th, 2014, go down in our county's history as a day of lasting tribute by which to honor and remember our heroes and heroines, our veterans. May God bless each of you, and may God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. At this time, I'd like to introduce Blaine Deal. He is our West Central District Vice President for our area.
On behalf of the Missouri Elks Association, I'm honored and privileged to stand before you to dedicate this to the veterans that the past, the present, and the future, signed up to defend this country for whatever it's worth. And it's a beautiful day God has granted us here. We're here standing under a free government, so where we can choose to do this, guys, because of you veterans. And we greatly appreciate that. The Missouri Elks Association wants to thank you for your support of the Bates County Elks Lodge and everything that they have done. Elks in general don't toot their own horn. Today, guys, we are here not to toot our own horn, but to stand behind the veterans and just get a little bit of recognition out there for what they deserve. At that same time, as the Bates County Elks Lodge is supporting the community and youth in veterans and the community in general, they in turn need your support back. So get with an elk, thank them for what they've done, thank your veterans for what they've done, and together we'll make the community better. Thank you for your time.
Hello, I'm Terry Agnew, Chairman of the Veterans Committee from the Bates County Elks Lodge, number 2653. When the Bates County Elks Lodge agreed to spearhead the Veterans Tribute several years ago, we had no idea where we were going with it or what would be the finished product. But we did know that we wanted to be part of something to honor our veterans. To start at the beginning, a group of people had a good idea a few years ago to honor our Bates County veterans. They started gathering veterans' names and made a tribute with those names on the courthouse lawn. Unfortunately, it fell into disrepair and was vandalized. A couple of interested citizens started reviving it, but did not have the finances or time to devote to the job. This is where the Bates County Elks stepped in. We have added more names and now have 1,040 veterans' names on the place that you see around you. We are still collecting names so that we can have another plate installed, but we still need more veterans' names to make that happen. If you are a veteran who was born in Bates County or served in the military while living in Bates County, see me after the program to add your name or a loved one's name to the list. After the veterans' names were installed, the Veterans Committee at the Bates County Elks Lodge came up with an idea for a monument to be placed in the center of the veterans' names. After months of brainstorming and many hours of meetings, a plan was formed. I am proud to say that my son, Ryan Agnew, came up with the basic design. With the committee's recommendations, he came up with the key ideas for the monument we are about to unveil. Freeman Monument Company of Freeman, Missouri did the artistry and the labor. Next came the funding for this project. We were able to raise thousands of dollars due to the generous donations of many individuals, businesses, organizations, and others. And we can't even begin to thank them for their financial help. They are truly the ones who made this all possible. It is hard to believe that what was just an idea is now a beautiful stone monument to honor our Bates County veterans. It is called the Veterans Tribute to honor all veterans. It includes those who are deceased, those who have served, and those who continue to serve. There are many people to thank. Rick Hirschman was instrumental in getting the project off the ground. He was a big help to the Elks, and we can't thank him enough. Also, thanks to Freeman Monument Company, who did an excellent job and were so helpful. Thank you to the county and the city who let us put the Veterans Tribute here on the courthouse lawn. And thank you to my fellow Elks and Veterans Committee who worked so hard to make this happen. Okay. Ryan, where are you?